This 1-year-old baby actually learned to cross the street alone. The man chasing behind got his toes run over by a car. To find the baby, they chose to take a shortcut, but they fell into a big pit. Luckily, there were baby handprints on the ground. They followed the footprints to the zoo. The mother gorilla stared at them impatiently. The three men turned around and discovered the baby had actually climbed into the mother gorilla's room. They screamed in fear, but the gorilla did not hurt the baby. Instead, it treated the baby as its own child. The man grabbed the baby's shoelace with his finger, then slowly pulled the baby outward. But the gorilla suddenly reached out and pressed down on the other shoe's lace. It pulled the baby back to its side. Just when the man wanted to pull the baby away again, the baby suddenly cried loudly. The gorilla came to the cage edge and smashed its hand toward the man's finger. The man yelled and left. Half an hour later, the gorilla held the baby and went to sleep. The man took the opportunity to grab the baby's foot and slowly pull outward. At this time, the gorilla suddenly opened its eyes, but it had not woken up. Just when the man thought he succeeded, the gorilla suddenly grabbed his hands and lifted him up and threw him to the opposite side. The baby said goodbye to the gorilla and came to the park. Three men found the baby in the pipeline, but police suddenly appeared. They hid the baby because the baby was stolen from the richest family's house. Three kidnappers wanted to use the baby to extort a large sum of money, but if the baby cried loudly, they would be discovered by neighbors. But he was especially happy seeing the bald man get beaten. After everyone fell asleep, the baby crawled to the window, then followed the stairs to the rooftop. His drool dripped onto the boss's neck, so the boss slapped the fat guy next to him. Seeing someone else get beaten, the baby laughed out loud again. The two men looked up and instantly jumped off the sofa. When they reached the top floor, he had already crawled along the wooden board to another building. The boss fell downstairs while chasing the baby. When the subordinates found the boss, the baby had already crawled away and climbed onto a bus. When they saw it, the bus had already driven away. After a day of adventure, the baby crawled back to the castle.